Good day, everyone. It is Jessica Sittimer, your Director of Training and Agent Success. And I have to say, I am back from ITQ. I returned home this morning at 1 something a.m. and now being on Pacific time, it is 9 a.m. and therefore, having not spoken to anyone yet but you, I still have my Barry White voice. And therefore, I want to take advantage of that voice by singing to one of our ambassadors, Belinda Little, who happens to have a birthday today. So in full Barry White style, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, beautiful Belinda. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, I don't know if I'm as smooth as Barry, but hey, I did my very, very best for you, Belinda. All right, she is one of our ambassadors. People are wishing you a happy birthday, Belinda. You can't see it, but it's happening. I also would love to announce February's winner, Tanisha Keene. So if you are not in Q&A video in Facebook, you definitely want to log in, like request to be added to that. This is where we talk about Ensemble, and Ensemble was a big part of our IntelliQuest. They did a lot of presenting for us, and there's so many cool things in Ensemble. So there's social shares that you can do for social media. There's a profile that you can set up, and they have done their best to make sure that SEO has them at the top search. So learn more about that. Let me talk about where you can learn about that. Let's go to our dashboard. VIP partner exclusives. That's Ensemble. Now here, okay, everybody, stop writing to me when I am on the webinar. Right here, what I do for you is I should really make it a announcement. I give you an Ensemble challenge. Oh, it is an announcement. Why are all these other things here then? Let's see. Okay, I don't know. Anyway, let's just look at announcements then. Maybe that's how we do it. Ha ha ha. Okay. This is how to update, is an update on how to update your contact list, because you can update your contact list yourself now. Let's see, here is the 30-minute video where I discuss Ensemble's post office, which you can find in your back office. And then every month I do a challenge. So everybody who submits their names of 50 people for that month, it has to be your first time submitting, because after your first time, you can do it yourself. So customer service won't do it. So it talks about all of the ways to, make sure you're doing it correctly. And every month, a winner gets chosen. Now, if we go to our discussion, you will see that I love to see who's getting it done, right? So like here, that was our winner. But here I think I clarified. You don't have to put done in the comments to win. The winner is chosen out of all the agents who have entered that month properly. I prefer that you write done because it motivates others and I can see who's getting it done. You must be in the group to get a gift from me. So that's the thing. If you're not in this group and you win, you don't get a group. You don't win a prize from me, because I have no way of knowing that you did it. So what I will do is I will go that month, I will go to whoever wrote done, and I'll put everybody's name in a hat, because usually there's only like 12 people that actually write that they got it done. So it's easy for me to pick someone. So that's why it's important to write done under, and I will put in a March. So here it was. If you would love to be February's winner, you have 26 more days to get your list of 50 in. Write done in the comments when you've submitted during the month of love and chocolate. So I will put a March one in there today. So all of you who get your list in for the month of March will be able to do that. So back to VIP partner exclusives. All right, so here are all of your Ensemble products, but what we're going to do is you are going to get started today and access Ensemble Travel. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see, why isn't email? I'll answer that in a second. All right, so marketing. This is where I like to go. We've got social shares. We've got the marketing calendar. So this shows you everything that's being sent out in March. Look at all this great stuff that's going to go out to your clients. Oh, wait, it's more than a page now. Wow, that's a lot of good stuff going out to your clients. So you definitely want to be on that list. We have print marketing, customizable. Here are our social shares. All right, so she shared this. We have, am I on the page? Ooh, my computer feels like it's getting hot. Okay, so let's see. Start sharing content. Well, you know what? I'll let you all play around in there. Here, these are all the different things that you can share. All right, let me open my question window. So, look, I didn't do a very long intro today, which is good. I have more time to get to your questions. All right, let me get this box up where I can see it. What is this list of 50 that you speak of? Aha. Okay, so let's go back here and we can read through this. So let's, actually it's going to be, let me close this, it's taking up too much energy. It's going to be under my agency, marketing materials. We have a post office that does email marketing for you. But these are your postcards. This is your Inteletravel post office. So here is how you get started. You put your client list together. So you click here to get the 50 names. How do we get to join the group on Facebook page? You go to Q&A video. Search for Q&A video and ask to join, and I will put you in. Look how I multitask with all your questions. Okay, so you put your client list together. You must have 50 minimum, and email is necessary because they send out all those emails, and address is necessary because they also send out magazines, brochures, postcards. I mean, beautiful things to make your people say, oh my goodness, this is a professional. And by the way, I want to go there. All right. So that is why the email list is necessary. So you're going to put together your client base. You can add your logo if you have one. You don't have to use Inteletravels, but if you do, then you can. Your contact information that the clients must have, phone or email. Okay, so you don't have to have the address, but my recommendation to you is definitely have the address because, I mean, you know what it feels like when you get that catalog that you absolutely love. You know, it's one thing to look at things online, but, you know, there are certain catalogs like Tiffany's that I actually use as my table. You know, I don't put out books. I put out beautiful catalogs. So there are, you know, things that you can order. Like, I mean, some people have travel magazines. Well, these brochures in these magazines are amazing. All right, let's just, you know, so that's how you get started with Ensemble, with those 50 names. All right, so it's your clients' names, their email, their address. Let's go back really quickly to the Ensemble, because I'm getting a few questions about that. So let's get back over there, even though it makes my computer very hot. Okay. So where did you find the marketing calendar? I came to Ensemble Group through VIP Partners, Book Travel, VIP Partners. I scroll down to the bottom. I got my instant access, which you all have. And then I go to the dashboard where I am, and I go to the marketing tab. And the marketing tab has the marketing calendar right there. Boom! And we can make it bigger. So this March, they're going to get small ship and river cruising brochures. They're going to get RCL or ICI. I think it would be RCCL. So RCI, Insight Vacations, Princess, NCL, Windstar, Oceania, and Regent. These will be the solo direct mail and solo hosted cruise collections. So if you want them to get these beautiful direct mail and solo hosted cruise collections, then you have to have their addresses, right? Now the e-zines, so these are the ones going to the email addresses, will be on Europe, Rivers, CIE, Cunard, Avalon, Delta Vacations, AMA Waterways, Blount, I don't know how to pronounce that, Paradisus, Riviera Maya. Okay, partner of the month, it will be in the e-zine, client sites, and the extranet will be Talk, Ondas, Pop. Guys, you can like make all the fun of me you want for not knowing how to pronounce these. You're the agents, I just teach you where to find them. Uniworld, featured promotional artist. Artist? What am I talking about? Entertainment? Feature promotional offer. Y'all, it's early. I didn't get a lot of sleep. I was doing a lot on the IntelliQuest. I was singing and dancing and moving to the groove, and that was just during my trainings. That's not even to mention like all the dancing we did when we weren't training. All right, so you can see that these all go out in e-zine, but some beautiful things are going to be going out in the mail, so you don't want them to miss that. And I'm sure by April they'll have some more things added. Who knows? All right, so let's see. Is the Facebook group you're using different than the Inteletravel Facebook group? Yes, it is. This is a private group that I put together just for helping people get trained on Ensemble. The Inteletravel group that you're talking about is Inteletravel Agent Departure Lounge. And by the way, I was requested to create a song about the fact that our name is Inteletravel, not Inteletravel. Intel is a completely different company. They work out of Silicon Valley and do things for your computer. We are Inteletravel. That's right, Inteletravel. So say it, Inteletravel. That's right, Inteletravel. Inteletravel. That's right, Inteletravel. You can tell a friend about Inteletravel. Yes, you can tell a friend about Inteletravel. All right, that is the coolest song I can possibly come up with this kind of voice at this time in the morning with this type of brain. So yes, this is your official Inteletravel Agent Departure Lounge. And this is where you can ask all kinds of questions. Our ambassadors are in there answering for you. People ask for help. People want to know stuff. Let's see. So like if you have questions, I'm having difficulty trying to call an international number. People will come on and answer for you. Like they'll all come and talk to you. Question for our newbies: are you using your cell phones, Grasshopper, Google Voice for business cards? And they'll just talk about business stuff. All right, now here's the thing. If you know this, here's the Facebook group name. It's right there, the official Inteletravel Agent Departure Lounge. If you notice, sometimes your questions don't, you have to get approved, whatever question you're answering, and sometimes it doesn't get approved. And that might be because it's already been answered. So like, let's just put in using, what did she ask? using phones. That's what she was using. Using phones. Let's see what comes up there. Are there any particular phone applications you can recommend? Pick up the phone. Let's see. So are you registering properly? So that's something that came up. Let's see. Paris. I'm just going to put in the word Paris and see what happens. They immediately call the hotel in Paris. I'm using Vax to book a multiple destination to Paris. Paris, Rome. Anyone have a source for transfers only? So you see how detailed? I have a client wanting to book a 1-week trip to Paris this summer. She wants to make sure to get in all the Paris sites. I said parasites. I'm sorry. Okay. Now, so that's why sometimes your questions are not approved, because they've already been answered in great detail and they don't want to clog up the page so people can't find stuff. All right, so I've answered that. I've answered that. Are there any filters you can use to specify the types of information they receive? At the moment, I believe that they know who. You know, I get mixed messages about this, because I know that there are bots that are used to filter to know who's getting what, but I'm not 100% positive how those bots work exactly. So I don't know, but you can look around on the site and do a little bit more research to see if there are filters that you can use. Does that logo still have to be approved? Absolutely. So for all you newbies out there, if you have your own logo and you're not using the Inteletravel logo, you must, before you use it, before you have business cards printed, before you create a website, before you spend any kind of money on that logo, you want to make sure that you submit it for a marketing review. You do that by sending a picture, and it could just be the draft of it, but send that picture of your logo to customer service@inteletravel.com with the subject line marketing review. And you send that logo and they will approve it. And if they don't, they will give you reasons why it's not being approved, so that you can tell your designer, or if you're the designer, you can tell them where to make some changes. Now, here's just a quick little side note when it comes to creating logos. If you're not a designer, you can go to Fiverr.com to get in touch with freelancers. Okay, and there we go, right there, logo design. So hold on a second, I want to get out of here. Let's see, I'm just going to continue as me. Continue as me. Oh man, let's see if I remember my password. Uh-oh. I don't want to. You're supposed to be using, oh wait, my Fiverr? I don't know. I forgot my password. I don't want to have to do all this stuff. Let's go back to sign in. Let's get rid of this. How do I just get rid of it? I want it to go away. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so logo design. Basically, you can just go to logo design and you can let them know. It's called Fiverr because some people will just do a logo for $5. All right, I mean, that's how it got started. You can say how much you want. You can tell them that they're starting from scratch. You can tell them you already have kind of an idea that you want them to make nice, and you can tell them how much money you want to spend. You can tell them you want to spend $5. You can tell them you want to spend $10. You can tell them you want to spend $2. And people will bid on it. So there you go. All right. Did you say that we can update our list by ourselves now? Yes. And you can do that on the Ensemble site. You go in there, you log in, and that's how you can do it. All right. Got it. My booklet was released 2 weeks. I'm not sure what that means. Okay. It's the Facebook group name. I gave it to you. Okay. Let's see. Hi, Jessica. On our personal travel portal, there is a hot deals section. If a client clicks on it, they will be sent directly to the vendor. How can we get paid off of that transaction? It allows the customer to book directly with the vendor. All right, let's go. Let's go. Dashboard. Hot deals. Hot deals are at the bottom. All right, so let's see. Ooh, this is pretty. So I'm going to click on here. All right. It says, all right, so this is for you. This hot deal is for you. All right. So set sail with Azamara Club Cruises. Half off. Let's see. Click here for details. Let's click there for details. All right. So here's the details. Now, you don't want to send them here because you're right. Then they will be able to book it themselves. So instead, what you're going to do is you are going to make a screenshot. Now, for Mac users, you're going to hit Command-Shift-4, and you'll do a screenshot. Just took a picture, see, right down there, and then it's going to go to my desktop. And then I am going to copy all the way up to click here. I'm not going to click here. And hit Command-C for copy. I am going to go to my Facebook page. Dun, 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 dun. And I am going to post Set Sail with Azamara Club Cruises. Let me read the whole thing first to make sure it's everything I want it to say. Half off, second guest, 500 onboard credit, and free Wi-Fi when you set sail with Azamara Club Cruises. From the sun-drenched islands that dot the Mediterranean to the jaw-dropping glaciers that carve through Alaska's Inside Passage, the world's boldest wonders and best discoveries by land and sea. No matter where your wanderlust leads, Azamara Set Sail offer welcomes you to explore at an exceptional value. And now that this special offer is extended, you have a bit more time to decide where you'd like to go. Book a select voyage by March 31st, 2019 to take advantage of this amazing deal. Contact a travel. Let me hashtag that. A hashtag travel agent ... If you don't know any, I have a few friends in the comments below who can help you out. Travel agent friends, please shout out with your link and where you live. So, as soon as I post this, you all are going to have the opportunity to post your link and where you live. If you don't post where you live, I'm going to delete you. Okay, I want you to follow directions. So shout out your link. Well, you don't have to put a link. You could just put your name and where you live. But if you have a link that you'd like to share, you may. All right, I'm going to keep this public so everyone can be a part of it because I cannot accept any more friendships because I have too many. So you can do that. Oops, I'm sorry. I need to edit this. I got so excited about promoting you guys that I forgot to add my beautiful photo, which is going to make everyone want to do it. All right, so here's my photo. Now I'm going to save it. Okay, so there we go. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. All right, so there you go. My friends are already typing away. All right, so now that is, and notice, by the way, everyone, that I do my business posting. So like, here's a little hint as to what we did while we were in the Bahamas on ITQ. Do I have your attention? Good. Here's my latest blog post. I feel pretty. How to create the it factor on social media. And it goes to my blog. Okay. So, you know, if you guys have a newsletter list, you want to create some urgency to join that list instead of people just going to your blog. So I wrote, if you want to read it before anyone else, plus get some insider information, opt in for my newsletter at jessicasittimer.com. So that's right there. And then boom, my people can get a free ebook. All right, and I'm actually going to be changing that soon to something else, but you know, for right now, they get a free ebook. This is how to follow up with people without feeling like you're a pain in the butt. That gets them onto my newsletter list. All right, so boom, you just got a whole bunch. Ooh, Bernadette's there. She's from Upper Marlboro, Maryland, and Raymond is from Georgia, and Angel is from Texas. Okay, so, and some of my friends are paying attention. All right, so there we go. Notice that I do my business. Here's some ITQ stuff. I do my business on my Facebook page. Plus, I do some personal because we want to make sure that people are seeing fun stuff. There's me with my friend Sue. She's a travel agent. Here's me on the last day of the cruise. So see, this is a business post, right? Because it's travel. But it's a lifestyle post. Technically, it's attracting people with this beautiful picture I took with my iPhone that lets me do portraits so that it fades out what's going on behind. So it says, welcome me back. I was out of communication while on my cruise this morning, having breakfast in bed, and I'm off the ship and back on land. Missed you, especially my sister. This was to let my sister know I was okay because it was too early to text her. And I wanted to make sure she knew that I was back because when I opened my phone, she had been texting me the whole time saying, I want to know I can communicate with you. And so there we go. So to answer all of your questions about, do I need a separate business and regular page? You can. Look, I had to because I had, back in 2008, I had 5,000 friends like immediately. You see here, like, it says 4,795, but I can't really add people anymore because 5,000 is their limit. So, but I allow everyone to follow me and I do everything public, all right? But I was forced to back then what we called a fan page. I had to create a fan page. So this is my business page and you're gonna get to see absolutely everything, even my insights because it's my thing. But I'm just gonna show you that I don't really post much. Look, this came from Instagram, all right? This was an Instagram post. So most of my posts I post from Instagram. So again, quick layover in Orlando, allowed a visit with my dear friend, and I was greeted with champagne. Yes, her dog has a squeeze toy that's a champagne bottle. This was, I got Wi-Fi for literally 1 minute while in a cabana in the Bahamas. So again, this was work. I was working, hashtagging travel. All right, when I first got there, they mixed up these actually were meant for me, so I did get to eat them, but they mixed up the names. So when I first got there, I was very worried about Mrs. Haninsky, who was supposed to get her chocolates, but I was afraid didn't. So I was on the phone calling. I wrote, very sorry for Mrs. Herinsky, but happy for me. But the reality was my conscience would never let me eat somebody else's strawberries, so I called up, which was good because it turned out that a lot of people got the wrong name, so they quickly fixed that up so that everybody was able to eat. But you see, my business posts from Instagram come here. The one thing I do post daily, although I thought I was going to have Wi-Fi, so I didn't pre-post, but usually I pre-post my questions a day. And that sometimes means that they will be back to back with each other. Like so far, see, these were all pre-posted, but I didn't pre-post out far enough. I figured one day I'd pre-post them. So they're kind of separated, but I'm trying to find one. All right, I'll just go back to the ones that are already revved up. So this is something that I have personally branded on Canva, canva.com. I made this picture so that I say, espresso yourself, today's question and answer of the day. I answer your questions daily, except apparently when I'm on a cruise and get no reception. If you have a question, leave it in the comments. So my question of the day was, with so many commitments, how do I manage my time? I choose to answer this question today because it's 1:30 a.m. You see, I made a commitment to you to answer a question per day. And guess what? For me, life showed up and I didn't have time to blog because of my other priorities. So I answer all about how I manage my time. All right. So I answer a question today there. This is the one thing that gets published only to my business page. Everything else I post to through Instagram and don't pay much attention to this because I do all of my personal posting, which I consider business and personal here because I have a lot more people looking at this than I have looking at my business page, because when you go to your homepage, your feed, okay, when you go to your feed, you'd see here, I do not see a lot of, I see my friends and I see a lot of sponsor ads. Here are my friends, my ambassadors. But notice, I am not seeing people's, this is, oh no, my sweet sorority sister is having an MRI on her hip today. Okay, here's my friend Spencer and her movie premieres tonight, so everybody watch it. Here's another ad. But notice, hello Anita, I bet she's on here right now. She's got a post for International Women's Day. Do you know this? I have not seen one person's business page yet. And guess what? I'm not going to, because Facebook does not show me people's business pages, because I would have to take the extra step to go and look at it. And I would rather look at their personal page. So that is why I do my business on my personal page. But if you notice, there are no ads here. There's nothing saying, well, that's an ad. Hey, come see me like in a bikini. That's probably the only place you've ever seen me in a bikini on Facebook. But it was to prove a point with how to get, how to have an it factor. So, look, my work photos are, this is all about learning about travel. It's my dog. When your dog begs to learn the travel business, what do? You pack some treats, give her a tie, and take her to the office. So you see, if you want, you can go to Inteletravels. Let's go back here to education and IntelliTutorial Library, and you will see that not only did I do a customer service webinar and a customer service webinar where it talks about, oh, by the way, that Canva, if you're wondering what Canva is, you can just go to this customer service webinar. I talk about how to create branded materials like quotes, like the one we just did on Canva. So you get all that information. And I tell you all the different things I talked about. So if you missed something in one of them, you can find it. So you want to host a travel party. I did an entire webinar on how to host a travel party. Let's see, I also did let's see if it's there anywhere. I did one on social media. Let's see what it would be under. Sometimes it's under other. I'm not seeing the social media one here. So I'm going to go back and look to see, because there's usually an other category. I'm not finding it. More from other. Okay. Here's more from other. Let's see your ticket. Go down. Oh, there's lots of other. That's good. See customer service, customer service, customer service, customer service, customer service. Here's my social media webinar. All right. I teach you all kinds of cool stuff in this social media webinar. All right. So you can go there and learn all about stuff with social media, whether you should have a business page or not. Okay, let's get back to your questions. Can I use Ensemble to send out my own email information? No, you cannot. However, do not fret, because you can go back to your agency, marketing and sales tools, and you can scroll down to client newsletter, and you can create your own newsletter right here. And here's an example of what a newsletter looks like. So I don't like this one. And here's why I don't. This is the very first one I did years ago when I first started working from Inteletravel. I don't like this one because it's talking about my business in the comment. Now here it is. You know, I'm talking about I'm proud to be a certified specialist in Royal Caribbean Cruises and MSC Master Agent. Let me see. You've been okay. So here's the thing. You've been asking me the best summer cruise ideas for you and your family, so I've included them all in our newsletter for you. Take a look at this current cruise sales and let me know if I can help you make your dream vacation. I'm proud to be a certified specialist in Royal Caribbean, MSC Master Agent, and a Commodore level graduate on the Princess Cruise Academy. I have also attended many learning events through my agency, Inteletravel.com, and have access to exclusive offers of added bonuses for my clients that can be found through other agents or even directly from the cruise lines. What? For my clients, I'm sorry, for my clients that can be found through, oh, well, I wrote other agents because I'm not an actual agent. So if I was actually going to post this, but you would say that can only be found through agents. I'm going to have to edit that. Only be found through agents, and not tell them about directly through the cruise lines because I'm the only one that can book them. So this needs to be, you know what? I'm going to show you how to do that right now. I'm going to close out of this. I am going to get started. Nope, that's not what I want to do. What does a travel view an example? Now, can I edit this? Oh gosh, I don't think I can edit that. Well, I need to edit that. So let's go to, so here's an example of one, but I want to view a newsletter. So here's an example. What you want to do is you want to give them some value. You don't want to be selling to them in your newsletter like I just was. That last one you saw, I was selling to them. You don't want to do that or they're not going to open your emails because they're just going to be like, oh, it's another sale, it's another sale, it's another sale. Instead, give them value that they want. Like, hello, I'm happy you opened this. I can't wait to share with you in this edition of Just and the City, the Orlando edition. What does that imply? It implies that there are more editions and people are going to want to know, hey, have you ever done a Paris edition, you know, that I missed? Or have you ever, and you can, and all of them, as you see, are saved, right? They're all saved. All the ones I've done are saved. So you can say yes. And then, oh, you wanted one about the edition of For Adventure? Yes. Let's see, I can mail it and I can pick who I'm mailing it to. So I can mail it to everyone, or, I can click here to add that new customer and add her. All right, so let's go back here. So in this edition, I'm going to give you one must-hit restaurant, one site you must see, an important travel tip when traveling in Orlando. Let's dive in. Here's the must-hit restaurant, Orchid Thai Cuisine. I've had firsthand experience and must warn you, you will crave this deliciousness. Here's a site to see, the St. James Roman Catholic Cathedral, and it tells them where they can see it. Here's a travel tip. What should I bring to a theme park? Or if your party includes very young children, bring a change of clothes or an extra t-shirt. You don't necessarily need extra clothes for each child, but t-shirts and shorts that would work for each gender will do in the event of an accident or spill. Where did I get these 3 things? Well, I went to TripAdvisor and I looked for the top restaurants. All right. And I looked to see price ranges and I thought, let's see who gets, high marks, but also is in a price range that I think that my clients will like. Then I looked at the sites and they were broken into all kinds of different categories. So I went to something I thought that my clients, I might have a lot of faith-based, so I thought they would like to see a cathedral. Then I Googled travel tips for Orlando. And I picked one that I thought they would like, and I copied and pasted this. So basically, the only thing I had to come up with in my brain was, hello, I'm happy you opened this because I can't wait to share with you this edition of Just in the City, the Orlando edition. This part, I can change what edition it is. I can change, this I just copy and paste every time. They're going to get a must-see restaurant. They're going to get a site they must see, and they're going to dive in. I'm going to copy and paste this from other stuff. And then one time I have to come up with how I'm going to end it. Make the world richer. Make your life richer. See the world. Your partner in travel, Jessica. And then notice I attached 3 things that will help them in Orlando, like a hot deal for 2 days free with Universal Orlando. Soak up the sun with Disney. So here's a Disney World Resort that's in Orlando. And hey, they might need to rent a car, so I put that in there. So that's it, just 3. I do not give them more than 2 or 3 because a confused mind does not buy. All right, so I might do 1 theme park, 1 land thing if they had one, but they didn't. This is what they had for Orlando, so that's what they got. So that is how you create your own newsletter to send out. Okay, let's see what other questions I have. All right. Is this our CSM or does Inteletravel have one? And who owns this information? You own this information. Okay, and this is your when I clicked on that, it was my friends who have either come to me through my website and then I've put them in here. You have to add your people into the, let's go back. So again, you have to add new customers here. And you get those through your client CRM that Inteletravel has for you. Where is it? Where's my CRM? See, this is why you have to, oh, here it is. This is why you want to tour your back office once a month. Oh boy. Okay, so that's where my CRM is, but I really don't want you to have my client's information. It's actually not my client. She was my neighbor. I just put her in there because I don't have clients. Okay, so that's what you do. You go and you get things in your client's CRM. Okay, so I was saying I want you to tour your back office once a month. That means you click on a link and you click on every link every month. You do not have to read everything. Just click on it. And then you might go, oh, wait, I remember Jessica talking about VIP partners. Let me click on that. And maybe that day you click on something. All right, but you don't have to click on everything. You do have to click on everything. You just don't have to read it. This way you see the new things we've added and you know where to find things when you need them quickly. Okay. Is there a way to add something to a personal website, Facebook, Twitter, etc., to get people to sign up to get the information you need for the 50 client list? Yes. All right, so let's go to jessicacinema.com. This has, I don't mix my businesses, okay? So I don't say the name of my business here. I don't say the name of my skincare business here. I don't say the name of Inteletravel here. And if you want to read my books, you got to click there. All right, this is my main hub, jessicacinema.com. But if you were to click here, you would find out my entertainment industry business. If you click here, you would find out what my skincare business is. As you can see, I'm a passionpreneur. All right, but we're going to click here, and we're going to go to my travel business, and we're going to copy that, and we're going to go back to Facebook. Let's go back to Facebook. So is there a way to add something to a personal website? So that was my personal website. I added that there. Facebook. I can add my website here. So you see, I haven't done that. And I would do it now, but I think it gives all my personal information if I do that. And this is being recorded, so I'm not going to. But what I can show you is, let's say I have, let's look at who tagged me. Okay, so Brandy tagged me in a cool picture. And I'm just going to take a screenshot of that cool picture. Okay. And I'm going to say, wow, work is fun when you're a travel agent because you travel to find the best places for your clients firsthand. These agents joined me on the at Norwegian #epic to get on my email list about travel. Fill in your info here. And then I put that, and I'll say, you get great brochures of the most beautiful places in the world that for free. Let's do this. I'll even, as a bonus, hold on, let's get this really good. Let's make this the next line. As a bonus, let's do bonus in caps. As a bonus, I'll even send you gorgeous brochures of the most beautiful places in the world that you can use as coffee table magazines. Wait a second. Gorgeous, let's do this. Gorgeous magazines. I'll even send you gorgeous magazines in the most beautiful places in the world that you can use as coffee table decorating. And beautiful brochures to put in your guest bathrooms. But you must fill in your address when registering for my site. I promise not to spam you. XO, Jess. Now Add my photo of us having fun. Fun, fun, fun. And I'm going to tag Miss Brandy. With Brandy. I'm going to tag her. Wow, work is fun when you're a travel agent because you travel to find the best places for your clients firsthand. These agents join me on the Norwegian cruise line Epic to get on my email list about travel. Fill in your info here. Let's create a little space. Can we? All right. As a bonus, I'll even send you gorgeous magazines of the most beautiful places in the world that you can use as coffee table decorating and beautiful brochures to put in your guest bathrooms. But you must fill in the address when registering for my site. I promise not to spam you. Love, XO Jess. Now here's the thing for you guys watching this. I'm going to put it in my story because I'm teaching you that this is a work thing, but I'm not saying, hey, hot deals, hey, 25% off on Norwegian today, oh, kids sail free. I'm not making my line into my page into a commercial so people unfollow me. I am just making it a lifestyle, okay? But yet I'm still talking about business, but I'm offering them something. I'm giving them something. If they want it, they can take it. All right, so I'm going to share that in my story because I want people to see that. All right, now it only gets shared to your friends, so only my people are going to see it on my story, but I'm going to keep this on my timeline for a short period of time. So for you who are all here on the webinar, you can go and you can copy and paste this, not copy and paste it because you don't want to paste mine. You can copy and paste your own link. But as I would say, because it's not a very beautiful link, I would put a picture of you having fun doing travel. All right, so post a picture that's going to grab their attention and then put your link there. So I'm not going to keep this up there for terribly long because I don't want people going here and registering because I'm not a travel agent, so I don't really, send emails and brochures and things like that. So what I will do is I will take this down soon. So because you're on here live, you're going to know to copy and paste this. Now, for those of you who are watching the replay, you're going to have to unfortunately just pause the video right now. Pause it. Well, wait until I tell you what to do. Pause it and copy this verbiage. Okay? So, you'll still be able to see it because this is being recorded and you can go back and watch it and you can copy the verbiage. So for those of you who are copying the verbiage, you would be pausing it right now. Okay, but I'm going to leave it up there for a little bit longer for those who came live. The benefit that you get is that you get to go and copy it and then paste it somewhere in your notes and then put your, oh, here's a great idea. All right, copy it and paste it in your notes in your phone and then put your website there instead of mine so that you can use that, you can use this verbiage like once a week, but with a different picture. And you see, you can kind of see how many people register each day for your website. So you can see which pictures attract the most people. So if you're showing a picture of a brochure that's beautiful that they can use for their coffee table or their guest bathroom, you can see, oh, okay, so 6 people showed up today. But if you show yourself having so much fun with a bunch of people and like 20 people sign up that day, then absolutely you're going to want to use a lot more of those. Or if you share 5 beautiful magazines on your beautifully curated, and by curated I mean you've set it up really nicely, your coffee table, and you have the lighting right, and you have some fluffy pillows in the background, and you've made it really beautiful so you can like both post it on Instagram. And on Instagram though, you would say click on my link to register versus click here to register. So what you're going to do is you're going to show how you've used these beautiful brochures that you've received because you're going to put yourself on your own list, y'all. make sure that you register yourself on that list so that you're getting the mailings too. You are going to post that picture, and now you're going to like hashtag decorating and things like that, because people who love to decorate will find that post. All right. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave Facebook. No, I'm not. I'm just going to go to a new, I'm going to get off of Fiverr. I'm going to go to Instagram. I'm going to go to my Instagram. And you see how I beautifully kind of curate mine. I use the same filter for all of mine. So it's beautiful, in my opinion. But, you know, it's still like separate. It's both business and personal to get people interested. What I'm going to do, and for those of you who are watching live, when you follow me today, I am going to post a coffee table brochure. Okay, I'm going to go get my brochures, and I'm going to post a picture of a brochure, and I'm going to give you the language to use so that you can then, you can't copy and paste on Instagram. But for those of you who are watching on the playback, you're going to have to follow me on Instagram, because I will continue to post things for you to use as examples. Like this one got 40 likes, but as you can see, I went to copy and paste my travel hashtags, but I didn't have the Instagram. I literally posted it and I lost my internet. But let me find one. Here's one with travel. Okay. So notice, if you will, that my whatchamacallit here, I'm probably gonna go a little over you guys, because I just love answering your questions on these, and there's only 5 minutes left. It says, up at 2 a.m. to watch my first rocket launch. I'm kind of excited like a kid. Time to go to the beach for the best view. So you might add something about being like loving being a travel agent, because you get to travel to experience things like being at your very first rocket launch. But notice, oh, so this one I wrote like simple things, like, because I treasure the simple things. Now, simple things, I put 30 of those there because I'm traveling, but I also want to have personal things. But next to it, this is where it's going to have travel, okay? All aboard. So I was going all aboard the Norwegian Epic. And then I put 30 hashtags in my subject line. Not in, no, notice that this was a comment. All right? So this was a comment, not in my status. I put my 30 hashtags in my comment. So these are all different travel hashtags, and I find those on all dash hashtags. So I go to the hashtag generator, and I want to see which travel hashtags are not random, because I don't want to put random words, because Instagram doesn't like that. I don't want to do live, because that would be like, you know, what are people looking at for travel right this very second. What I want to see are, what are the top hashtags for travel. And this is free, guys. I'm not doing anything, just putting that in, and it's going to generate them in a moment. We've done it now. Here it is, the top 30 hashtags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so now let me just look at this. I just want to make sure there's nothing like, you know, rated R or anything like that, because sometimes there are. Sometimes it's like travel tokers or things like that, and I'm not a travel toker, but maybe people going to Jamaica are. I don't know. I just listen to Bob Marley songs. So I would copy the hashtags, and then I would put them into a Word document, since I'm in my computer right now. But if I was in my phone, I would put that into my notes, and then that would be my travel notes. Then, as you see, I showed you my simple life. Then I have nephew, cuteness, all the stuff. So people who are looking for nephew stuff. And by the way, that could be a travel one as well, because I bought this look, it is travel one. Got him this one in Dallas. All right. So when I was in Dallas, that's where I got it for him. So that's a travel one. This is a travel one. Here is a travel one that I came up with while I was traveling to ITQ. This came to me while trying to protect a hashtag pregnant woman from an impatient lady in the 38th row who kept threatening to push her way down the aisle when clearly there was nowhere to go. Make it a habit to be, let's see, what did I write exactly? This is blocking it. Let's make it a habit to be aware of our humanity. So then I used all my travel. And then in Canva, I wrote ingredients for a long day of airports and flights, 2 cups of empathy for parents with young kids, 4 tablespoons of patience for seniors who need to get up and stretch often, like the guys sitting next to me, and I was in the aisle row and he was in the center, so he had to get up and stretch. 5 cups of appreciation for the employees who get you where you're going safely. So for all those people who are complaining about TSA and they're all, yelling, upset because they got pulled over for having, that water bottle. They're angry. Well, guess what? They're keeping us safe. Feel free to use my recipe. Keeps you humble and kind. And I put my website on there, jessica.com. So you guys could take a picture of my pic. And this is a picture that I had permission to use. You can look for pictures. I will go away from hashtag and I will go to unsplash.com where you can get royalty-free pictures. And you might want to say airplane, since that took place on an airplane. And, you can take a picture of this airplane, and then you can go to Canva, put in Canva, all right, go to Canva, and then you would search, I would like to design Instagram. It's gonna let me do it, hold on. Browse, logos, templates. I want to design types. Okay. I want to do social media. Where's social media? Marketing. It might be under marketing materials. Let's brochures, flyers. Hold on. Gift certificates, labels. Wait, where's my social media? Invitations, get organizers, yearbook, newsletters, certificates, presentations, resumes. Yo. Book covers, album covers, comic strips. Infographics are cool. Where's my social media? All right, I have to log in, y'all. Ooh. I hate when I log in on this one. Hold on a second. Let's get Safari. Canva. Ooh, it's getting hot. My computer's getting hot. It knows I've been on for a long time. Let's close that. Let's see, what's creating something is creating my computer to be very hot. So let's just keep those few open. Canva, let's search social media. There we go. So here's an Instagram post. Here's an Instagram story post. So see, it's a different size. Here's a Facebook post. Here's a Facebook story post. Here's a Facebook cover. Let's see. Twitter. I want to look for Pinterest because Pinterest has a specific size. Why isn't it letting me search? Why won't let me? Oh wait, I'm sorry. It's not. I have to. All right, let's just do our Instagram post, right? So I would have put. I can use any of these that are free. Okay, all these free things. I could do a happy birthday to Belinda. Here's one that looks good for travel, right? Oh wait, but that one you have to buy. See, to remove the watermark, you have to buy it. So you can see if it's free or not. It will say free. All right, so but what you can do is you can upload pictures. So here's some pictures that I've uploaded. And if I wanted to upload a picture of, let's get that pretty one from here. I want to upload this one, and then I want to go back to the templates because I want my free one. Where's free? Here's free. And then I'm going to go back to my uploads. I'm going to put this here. And then I can put my saying, whatever it was that I wrote. Let's go find what I wrote. Well, let's not. You know what I wrote, okay? So you could like copy, what you want to say, travel is life, okay? And then you can put that in the here, travel is, and you would do that. All right, so let me go back to my questions. Oh boy, I'm over. Okay, let's see. So I'm booking a group. Is there a difference between using Ensemble group to book versus a standard group? You cannot book through Ensemble. That is a little confusing for people. What Ensemble does is you can look and check for the Royal Caribbean cruise you are looking for. You can search the Royal Caribbean cruises in Ensemble that have extra amenities. Just by booking them, you will get those Ensemble amenities because you are a part of Ensemble. So what you would do is you would search Ensemble for the Royal Caribbean cruises that have special amenities, and hopefully your group will fall under them. So not only will you get the amenities for booking a group, but you'll get additional amenities from Ensemble. And those will be bonuses, and they can't get that through a travel agent. Okay. Let's see. How do I notify Inteletravel of a new email address I want to use to receive messages from them? Good question. All right, so you're going to go to my agency and you're going to go under my profile. And when you go under profile, you can change your email address yourself. I'm not going to show you how to do it because then my email comes up and then people start to email me. Please don't do that. It is my personal email address. It's not my Inteletravel address. It's what I use for business, and I appreciate you using the correct channels to get to me, which is through customer service. Okay, so it's not through Facebook. It's not through my website, unless, you're part of one of my programs outside of here. Then you have access to me through my personal stuff. But, most of you do not. Most of you are just working with me through Inteletravel. So that means you must follow the regulations so that I have a record of our communications, which means that you have gone through Inteletravel's customer service, you've written me an email, which means I then follow up with you through an email, which I put into our database so that when any other but representative in customer service gets you on the phone or chat or email, they can look through to see, has anybody talked to you about this before? Oh yes, Jessica did, and this is what she told you. Let me see if there's anything additional I can do to help you. Okay, so that is how you update your newsletter. Your email address. Do we have to do anything to let Inteletravel know that we watched this webinar? For the 5 we have to watch for Dreammaker. No, because this does not count toward that. It is only the Tuesday and Thursday night supplier webinars that count toward that. But even then, you do not have to let Inteletravel know because it's done through it's done through an email service. So we don't run the names of everybody until you're registered for the event. So once you register for Dreammaker, that's when we pull the names. We see that you've done your 5. That's why you want to make sure you watch them to the end, because we can see how long you've watched them. We can see if you were paying attention or if you were, it literally shows us who was paying attention and who was like offline, which means you were like looking at other websites and shopping and all that. So, pay attention. All right, let's see. If you are having, someone says that they have a client based on Ensemble that they cannot access. If you are having a problem with Ensemble, email customer service, and this entire thing that you've just written to me, copy and paste it and put it into your email to customer service so that the people who are working with Ensemble can help you. Let's see. You can upload your contacts to Microsoft Excel for Ensemble, but you cannot for your CRM yet in Inteletravel, but they are working on that. Oh, I see. In regards to my hot deals question, this is found in our customer portal that they can click on themselves. Can we remove the deals section from the customer portal? They are able to get there themselves as of now. Okay, so yes, I remember this question coming up a long time ago. So the answer to that is no, we cannot remove that deals section. But what you want to do as a travel agent is tell them, is let your customers know, be in constant contact with them through your newsletters, through when you tell them to sign up, you can tell them, when they, you can be in contact with them. When somebody signs up, they give you their phone number, give them a call. This is great customer service. Give them a call and say, hey, I see that you signed up for my portal. It is great for booking hotels, and it's great for booking your airfare, your domestic airfare. However, if you ever see a hot deal that you're interested in, you always want to come to me, because I have inside, even though you can go to the main page of the dealer, the vendor. Now, they may have done something that if it comes from your website that you are automatically tagged, they may have done that, but I am still not 100% sure. So I say it's always best to, and you would have to ask customer service if that is accurate so that they can get the accurate answer for you on that. But what you want to do is tell them, I have access to the suppliers so that I can get even more. Like maybe it's an Ensemble trip. So you can say, so I can do more for you. So I can see if there is something that I can have waiting for you in your room. So I can see, things like that. So I can see if I can, do something for you special. This way, if they know that you're going to do something special and it's not going to cost them anymore, let them do the work for you. Say, don't go to that confusing website, because they might pull you into something that's not the hot deal that you saw, or you might not be getting everything that you can be getting. So say things like that to them so that they know to use you. Okay. So don't worry about progressing percentage-wise. Like if you look at me, I'm not a travel genius yet. However, maybe I've done the 6 CLIA classes, but I haven't done travel genius yet. So they're not progressing my status. But I haven't done the 6, so I don't know if that would progress your status. Usually it progresses your status once you've actually completed the entire thing. So I haven't gotten 5,000 in commission yet, so it's not going to progress for me. But even though I did the 5 webinars, it didn't progress until I actually attended a Dreammaker event. So don't get too caught up in that. I know it could be very, believe me, the fact that I don't have travel genius and you see it is making me crazy. But, what can I say? I'm not a travel agent. All right, I have gone almost 15 minutes over. So somebody asked, how do you attach those offers to the newsletter? I am going to quickly answer that, and then I'm going to show you how I always end my webinars. And so when we do the get started with the client newsletter, you can watch the tutorial. Let's see if I want to do, I'm trying to see, get started. I think that's it. Okay. So when I see how they're all these hot deals, I can click on the ones that I want to attach. Now, some people click all of them. And then the problem is the people get too confused. So I'm going to update this newsletter, and then I'm going to see what that looks like. All right, let's travel. Something new, back to school, holiday cheer, just in the city. So view this newsletter. Well, all it is right now are these 2 hot deals. See? So that's how you do it. Okay, whoever said love you, that was Sheila. Love you. You are amazing. I love you too, Sheila, just because I do. And Joyce, I know you're always here. So thank you. Yes. All right. So now we're going to end the way I always end, and that is by going to the knowledge base. This is the Google of your back office. If there was something I did not answer for you today, you can go here. If you had a commissions question, you're going to put in commissions. And it's going to say, how do I report my commission income? How do I earn my commission? How do I get my commission? How do I, let me put in, I know there's more. So let me put register. How do I register a supplier? How do I register? I want to say, how do I register a booking? Booking. Register a booking. My client booked directly. Okay. Let's go back to commissions. Because there should be. I wanna, let me see something. How do I get commission on a train? How are my commissions paid? When do I get my commissions? Let's look at that. Okay. Inteletravel.com receives a treatment. Please do not request. So if Inteletravel receives a commission, a minimum of this, I'm trying to figure out. How much commission will I earn? I want to know how to register my thing. What? That has to be in here. How to, let me see. How will I know my commission is purchased? How will, my domain name? How can I add my golden tickets? How do I get my price match? Register. Register my booking. What? How in the world? How do I register as a travel agent to a supplier? Where can I send my clients to? How do I forward my website? How can it not be in here this way? I mean, come on, y'all. Okay, so what I would say is that I would, let's see, where is chat? How do I get onto my chat? Because I would like to know. I think it's my homepage. So what you would do, by the way, is you would just go here and you would register your outside bookings. But I would like to know why that is not there. And I would like to know where chat is. Hey, chat, where are you? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to log out of here. And I'm going to log back in to see if chat comes up. Because maybe they're on a lunch break. It's possible. I'm using Chrome, so it should work here. Chrome. Where's chat? Yo, yo, yo. Oh, getting a feel for what you all go through sometimes, huh? When you log on, let's see, 10 to 11 to 12 to, oh yeah, it's 1 o'clock there. They're on their lunch break. I'm sorry. So it's not fair. Inteletravel customer service, I apologize. I didn't mean to put you on the spot when you're not there, but here's what I would do when they're not on their lunch break, because they are allowed to eat. They work real hard. We can agree that they're allowed to eat, right? So they'll be back at 2 o'clock, which would be 11 o'clock our time. And what would happen is a little chat button would come up, and I would say, hey there, I just looked up how to register my booking in Knowledgebase, and it does not show up. Can you please tell the powers that be to add that as a, you know, as a tag to one of their blogs, because I know that it's in there, right? I mean, it's got to be. So let's go to education. Let's go to Inteletravel partner. No, that's not what I want. I want Knowledgebase. You can even go to help desk, by the way, Commissions questions, 15 articles. Let's see if it's there. Why did I not get paid on my booking? How do I research outstanding commission? How are my commissions paid? How do I report my commission? How do I get on a train? How do I make commission? Why didn't I get permission from my phone? How do I get my commission override? Where can I see my, how do I get my commission? Let's see, how my commission's paid. Yeah, there should be commission paid once a month. Commissions paid at least 25. All the steps have been taken. Let's see if the steps are here. Only once the commission is received by Inteletravel will you get paid. When the commission is owed to you, you will receive an email from Hyperwallet. Let's get set up. Note there's a small account fee. They're not talking. Okay, so let me show you something. All right, help, support desk. So what can you help me with? Commissions. How and when I get paid. Or let's do this. Commission on a specific booking. Is the travel date more than 60 days? Yes, it is. So I would give all these details. Somewhere it usually asks me if maybe they cut out that step. Maybe they cut out that in here. It used to ask me if I registered the booking. And then if I didn't, it would tell me to register the booking. But maybe now they're asking for all the information and they're just kind of skipping that process for you, making it easier. We're always trying to make it easier. Okay, so bottom line is, it's not here. So we would go to chat and we would say, hey, can you please tell the customer service manager to please add into Knowledgebase how to register my booking? And then, because I searched for it under Knowledgebase, how to register my booking, I even searched register booking, I even searched how to, and no register my booking came up. Can you please tell them to put that in there? And hopefully by the next time we do this webinar, they will have added it, okay? Especially because a lot of you are gonna, you know what, I'll tell you what, don't do that, because then a ton of you are gonna do it and they're gonna be in flux with that. I will ask them to please add that, okay? I am going to do that so you guys don't have to. That's just teaching you how to do it in the future if you find something that is not in Knowledgebase and you want them to. Okay, so there you have it. That is how you get your questions answered. If I have not answered them today, remember to go to my Facebook page. If you came on late, we're going to go to my Facebook page so that you can copy this wording, but change that you don't want to send them to mine to register. You want to send them to yours to register. All right. And for all of you lovely people here who have requested my friendship, I cannot be friends with you because I have too many friends. I've hit the 5,000 limit, even though it shows 4795. That is not accurate. I cannot add people. All right, so, but everything is public, so you can follow me publicly and, you know, get all kinds of great ideas here, as well as follow me on Instagram, where I promised you I was going to put up that pretty picture of, I'm going to make a pretty picture on my coffee table with some brochures that I have received from Ensemble so that you all can do that. All right, let's end on a educational note. If you have not attended a Dreammaker before and we are not coming to a city near you, or we've already come to a city near you, or you just want to travel someplace new so that you can, you know, work while traveling, and you can go to, let's say you've never been to Nashville before. I have not, I cannot wait. You've never been to Nashville before, but you happen to live in Houston, Texas. So you can either wait until we come to Houston, Texas, or you can say, you know what, I've never been to Nashville. I know it's a good destination. Or I've never been to New Orleans. I know it's a huge destination for people. I am going to go to the Dreammaker there, and I'm going to go a day early so I can see some sights, or stay a day late since it's on Saturday. You can stay in, Sunday. I'm going to go see some sites. I'm going to take some pictures. I'm going to do some site inspections with the hotels. I'm going to tell them I'm a travel agent, see if I can get a travel agent rate to stay there for an extra night, and do a site inspection while I'm there. And, and then that's what you do. You eat in their restaurant. If they give you a travel agent rate, you eat in their restaurant. If they have a spa, maybe you use their spa to see, if it's good. But you're definitely going to ask the maitre d'. You're going to take the maitre d's name, ask them for events, tell them you're a travel agent, say, what should I see? What are some of the things that that are not touristy that people want to see, and then give me your name, because I'm going to, I'm going to Instagram your hotel and your name as being the most fantastic concierge, or whatever they do there, and you shout them out, because then you've done your job, you've earned your travel agent rate. But you're gonna post that you're traveling as an agent, you're finding the best places for your clients to go, and here's a little restaurant that you wouldn't necessarily know about on TripAdvisor. You need a traveling agent to know where it is. I'm not going to tell you the name of this restaurant, but I'm going to show you the food I'm eating and the food my husband's eating, and I'm going to show you the food of some of the people at the other tables, because I want to make sure you saw how many great things are at this restaurant. You've got to private message me to find out what restaurant I'm at, in order for me to tell you. All right. And then you can talk to them about a trip to New Orleans. So there you go. That we could talk about that kind of stuff all day long. Maybe that will be my opening. Joyce, remind me the next time that I want to do an opening, for our Q&A on how to make the most of a city that you're visiting, as a travel agent, how to make the most of it. Okay. All right. So for all of that, I am going to say, wow, we did an hour and a half, y'all. For those 365 of you who stuck around, thank you so much. I hope I gave you a lot of value, and I am going to say goodbye, and I love you all. Woo-hoo-hoo. Bye-bye.